Having studied the language of the Bedouins secretly for several months in Damascus city in 1812, disguised as Bedouin with arms and accompanied by a guide, a European visited for the first time in a long time a city of mysterious pink stone, in which the highway is a canyon and the road is a channel between rocky mountains. Foreigners were forbidden to come here for about 1,000 years, especially Europeans. A European named Johann Burckhardt, while staying in Cairo, he planned the secret journey when he heard about the city of Petra. He told the guide that he was going to visit the grave of Prophet Harun near the graveyard of Petra. Along the way, the guide noticed that his client's focus and enthusiasm was more on Petra city than on the pilgrimage. The guide cursed him a lot as an infidel. Johann Burckhardt was able to save his life and came back from that journey after some kind of persuasion. People of the world knew this city as a lost city because the local Bedouins kept it hidden from the common people for hundreds of years. No one was allowed to come while they guarded. They thought there was hidden treasure here. Allowing the people to come would steal this wealth and destroy the heritage of this city. This 3,000-year-old city, located in the middle of the Jordanian desert, was once an important trading center where people from East India, Persia, West Africa, Egypt, and North Syria, Greco-Roman came together. Petra became a city of opulence. Apart from wealth, this city was a cultural and religious meeting place for three corners of the world. The rock carvings here show the touch of these three ends of culture. Imagine caravans and fleets of camels bringing silks, perfumes, textiles, and spices from far away. There is an oasis to satisfy the traveler's thirst. Where did they get the water in the middle of the desert? The Nabateans were as adept at conserving water as they were at trade. Archaeologists have found hundreds of giant ditches, tunnels, and dams. It is believed that when it rained during the winter, the water was stored here. The water would meet 30,000 people's need for the entire year, and there would have been a surplus. With that water, they created oases, orchards, fountains, and swimming pools, like a small paradise in the middle of the desert. An open-air theater stage with a capacity of 8,500 is also available. Although inhabited since the 13th century BC, Petra became the capital of the Nabatean Empire in the 2nd century BC. Along with the amazing engineering of water conservation, Petra's geographical location on trade routes made Petra a treasure trove. Neighboring kingdoms were jealous of this, and Petra was frequently attacked. But most of the attacks failed because of the inaccessible rocky hills and the paths. But in the end, it was no longer safe from the Romans, and Petra fell to them in 106. The Romans left Petra after it was damaged by an earthquake in the 3rd century. Later, it came under the possession of the Byzantines. But at this time, the importance of Petra started to decline due to the increasing popularity of sea-based trade instead of land-based trade routes. In the 4th century, its water control system broke down. People started leaving Petra. There was also a flood in the 5th century. In the 7th century, the Muslims came and found that Petra was no longer the old Petra. The absence of water and people has returned Petra to the desert as it was thousands of years ago, dry and rough. After that, almost 1200 years were erased from the pages of history. People have also forgotten, but the local Bedouins have not forgotten. Some of them lived here but did not allow anyone else to come. Johann Burckhardt brought Petra back into history. Inspired by him, other archaeologists in Britain came to dig and unearth much more information. But most of it remains unknown underground. Many of the findings remain unexplained. Most of the monuments are tombs. More than 1,000 rock-cut tombs have been found. The Greeks called this city Petra, but the Nabateans called it Rakhmu. Petra means stone, that is, the city of stone. In the Bible, this city is called Edom and Selah, 2 Kings 14 verse 7. And in the Quran came the name of Rakim, Surah Kahf 18 verse 9.